Well, good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Tuesday Night Live at 10 o'clock. It's only just going dark, blimey. Check us out being all early. And thank you so much for joining me. It's really annoying that that candle isn't quite where it should be. Yeah, that's better. Yes, good evening, darlings. Forgive my unkempt appearance. It's, ow, my nose is still painful. That's interesting, isn't it? Anyway, yes. Yes, hello to you all. So grateful to you all for joining me and keeping me company this evening. And I'm going to be with you until at the very least 11 o'clock. God, what time was I up today? 5:45. Bloody hell. 5:45. Dear me. So I thought we'd better have an earlier start because sooner or later, these early mornings are going to start catching up with me, aren't they? And it's not like I'm getting perfect sleep when I am asleep. But hey ho, we'll keep going at least until 11. Maybe you can get to bed at a decent time for a change. uh, or who knows, maybe pour a glass of wine at 11 o'clock and we'll end up cracking on for a while. We'll just see what happens. Anyway, excellent. A voice note pinging in already. Um, yeah, well, we're going to have each other's company for a while, a nice, relaxed while. And we can chat about whatever you fancy. Tell me how your days have been, any gossip. I've got some tidbits for you. Obviously, we all need to know what you've been eating. That goes without saying. And we are, of course, in the company of our good friends, our matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth, complete with their firstborn. So ask me a hedgehog of truth questions, should you so wish. Um, we've got Sean's box that's going to get a pounding. Well, I've still got some pounds left. And yeah, 2 ton Ted the Tentington and the Netty Petty Cash Pot. Neither of them are going to get any action because I've not been going to work or anything. So yeah, there's no cash floating around. But hey ho, and hey and indeed ho. So I'm not going to be having a goodly slurp of my wine yet. That's an hour away. So I'll have a sip of my water. And that is your filtered water from the fridge with ice in the bottom of the glass. So that's nice. Excellent. We've got voice note. I'll tell you what, should we? No. Let's do these now. They're coming in now. Let's do them as they come in tonight, shall we? Why not? Oh, why do you want my doings? Normally my face is enough. Apparently tonight it's not.
Evening, sir. Have you had your first bath? If not, sir, we can smell you from here. If so, sir, it must have been the dog left the crap yesterday, sir. I'm only joking. How's your day been, sir?
I'll tell you.
Today I went out with my mother. I went to the butcher's. Today I had burger. With bacon and cheese. This evening with wedges and beans, followed by posh coffee.
Posh coffee. Yeah.
And this afternoon I had a ham and cheese toasty with a portion of chips, sir. Let's go. No problem. You're a wanker.
Thank you.
Has the old bastard been to the doctors today? And has your bus pass arrived today yet, sir? You were expecting it, weren't you? You said, now you're 65, sir. I noticed the walking stick in the background, sir. And the white stick.
The bus pass hasn't arrived as yet, no. I haven't been to the doctors because, quite honestly, what's the point? I don't get why you all want me to go to the doctors. I got why the police wanted me to go to the doctors, but that's all out the window now. I'll tell you all about that. I've had a productive day today, trying to get things sorted. So I'll walk you through all of that. We've got all of that to come. But very quickly, I mean, I've had about 64 million people telling me to get checked out. And I'm not sure exactly what you want me to do and why. I was thoroughly checked over by paramedics at the scene of the accident. All of my vitals were absolutely fine. I wasn't concussed. I hadn't lost consciousness. All of my pulse was fine, respiration was fine, blood pressure was fine. Everything was all good apart from, the obvious bits of damage, the breakages here and there. The bruising wouldn't have been evident then, but it was obviously going to come forward. And I was effectively cleared to do my choice of being taken home rather than wait however long for an ambulance. Now I'm fully aware of what I need to look out for in the case of any negative developments in any kind of condition, and there haven't been any. Everything is normal and as expected. Yes, I've got broken ribs. Yes, I've got a broken nose, but they're not going to be treated. There's no treatment other than rest. So going to the doctors or MIU, as I was planning to do for the police, yeah, absolutely. But with that out of the equation, what's the point? There's no point. And it would be difficult for me to do it logistically because, well, how am I going to get there for a start? So there you go. But everything else I will come on to over the space of...
So, sir, were you serious yesterday about telling the restaurant to do what? Or was that just, don't mean to be nasty, sir, or was that just all talk?
We'll come to that as well. We will come to that. I'd like to say hello to you good people, but I don't want to ignore these lovely people who've taken the effort to leave a voice.
Hello there, Boaty.
Hello.
Don't forget, pay that box as if you went for a very, very painful poo and a gear knob fell out. Twat.
Thank you, Simone. Right, we've got an early pounding, darlings. Do you mind if I do it seated? Because it's more comfortable for me to not have to get up and down too often. So for once, we'll do it seated. £1, £1, 3, 2, 1, in it goes. There we go. And thank you, Simone. Hope you're well, my lovely. Right then, let's fire back to the beginning and your comments. And first cab off the rank, as far as I can see, is our Tonic 110, who says, yay, back in green. Yes. If you're wondering what the different coloured names are all about, well, if the name is green, it means that that person is a channel member and is thus an utterly wonderful person who supports the channel on a monthly basis by bunging a very small amount of money into the pot. And by way of thanks, they get various things depending on their tier of membership. So they get channel member only videos, early access to other videos. They get Momo, cake. They get to stay in the guest cupboard. Oh, it's a bewildering range of things they get. Now, if you see a name in blue, then that means that they are part of the moderation team. They are a live stream moderator. And that's the equivalent of the prefects back at school. They can administer, well, actually, I was going to say they can administer minor punishments, but they can actually administer the complete range of punishments. Everything from putting you in timeout for a while to giving you a vigorous spatulating, or indeed to putting you in the padded cell, which means that if they do that, that means that you can still see everything and you can still comment, but nobody can see your comments. And you won't know that. You'll be commenting away happily and you'll have no idea that nobody can see them. So there you go. Anyway, good evening, Tonic. Peter P is with us. Greetings, honourable community. Greetings to you. Finley Plimpton is with us, and that's fantastic. Good evening, Reverend and team. JB the Turd. Oh, Jesus. He's not your standard tonic, he's isotonic, now available in green. Good evening all. Evening JB3. Richard is with us, the lovely Paulie Galtieri. Shelley Denise is with us, our very favourite Shelley. And I won't do the brother joke. Oh, I really struggle to stop myself doing the brother joke. Once you bring it to mind, you can't quite get it to go away. But hey ho. Oh, I think Mr. Paddy was asking me if I've managed to have a bath yet. And the answer is no. Just no. It's the honest truth. So I probably am incredibly offensive to be around. But hey, I'm not around anybody and there's nobody around me. So hopefully I'm not being overly offensive. At some point, I am going to have to be brave and get in the bath, but I haven't been that brave as yet. Diane is here, our lovely hippie head mistress. Good evening, lovely friends, says she. Then there are lots of hellos flying around. Stu is here, 69 Phuket, who says it's chucking it down here in South Manchester. It's chucked it down here most of the day. Jim Bob 71, our original JB. What's he done now? 10 bells? Might there be some progress or something? Oh, yeah, the earlier one. Well, I just kind of thought, why not? Earlier for you guys, you can get to bed earlier, or we can have a longer one. Or if I feel the need to just totally give up because I've been operating on a very small amount of sleep and I was up nonsensically early this morning, 5:45, as I say. I thought it just made sense to start a little bit earlier as I'm not at work, so I can. And we only had an hour long. We didn't have an earlier one yesterday like we normally would. Although we did have a daytime one yesterday, didn't we? So there you go. We are all gathered here together, darlings, a little bit earlier. Enjoy it while it lasts. Same here, says Richard, and the rain is much welcomed. We're swinging in the rain, says Stu. Diane is agreeing with Richard and saying we probably need more rain. And at that very point, darlings, at that very point, the shopkeeper arrived. As if by magic, the shopkeeper arrived. Name the television programme. You'll all know it. But it wasn't the shopkeeper. It was Matron, otherwise known as the Greenwood, my stalwart colleague in the MHM team. Good evening, Matron. And Matron greets people by their actual names. And following Matron in through the revolving door is our Nigel 00 Garage community channel, of course, as is Matron's channel. Maybe some of you don't know because Matron doesn't mention it. Now, certain people on here, I'll name no names, Emma, are not at all backwards in coming forward when it comes to mentioning the fact that they happen to have a YouTube channel all of their very own. Now, Matron doesn't do that so much, but she's got one. And it's, how can I put it? It's without a shadow of a doubt the finest YouTube channel that YouTube has ever seen or will ever see. It's called Planet Greenwood. And you would be absolutely mad if you didn't check it out, quite honestly. So, I would recommend that you do exactly that. We've got another voice note pinging in. We are being, once, twice, and thrice blessed with the old voice notes, darlings.
Without taking the mix, shame you don't have a shower in the motorhome, because that would have been a lot easier for you, sir.
How would it?
Because I knew when I was in hospital at the time, it was awkward to have a shower and everything, sir. I found having a shower was easier than having a bath. Anyway, sir, no problem. That was only a joke before, sir. You understand? You're a wanker, sir.
Thank you very much. I do have a shower here at Windy Bum, but it's an over bath shower, so you still have to clamber into the bath. And that's the bit that's concerning me. I had another, actually, it wasn't as long this morning, not because my body has magically repaired itself, it hasn't. But I didn't flounder in bed quite as long this morning because I knew that, we're on, what are we on now? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're on morning 4 today, or we were on morning 4. And I know how it's going to end. I flounder about on the bed, trying to find a position where I can get upright in bed and then get out of bed without any pain or with the minimum amount of pain. And it never happens. What happens is that after 2 hours or a ridiculous length of time, I just take some brave pills because I'm about to wet myself or because I'm desperate to get a coffee and some pain relief down me. And I just do what I should have done in the first place, accepted that, okay, the next 20 seconds is going to hurt like you wouldn't believe. And I just do it. That's the only issue with the mobility, darlings. The things that I've got broken don't affect my mobility in the way that having a broken leg would, for example, and you've got your leg in plaster or something like that. They just cause pain. And it's the pain that restricts the mobility. So if you're brave enough to go through the pain, then it's not a problem. You can get out of bed. It's just that I appear to be an abject coward. Oh, hello. Are we losing comments? Oh, we'd better start whizzing through. Mystic Mare. Mystic Air is with us and says good evening to all. Yeah, the comments are flying away. I will speed up. Lots of hellos flying around. Mystic Hair, yes, indeed. We've said hello to you. Lovely to have you with us. More hellos. Oh, this is handy. I can, I can just ignore most of these. Oh, Brenda Watkins. Yes, I saw that. Thank you very, very much indeed. I'm really, really very grateful. Brenda left a couple of super thanks as comments on last night's live stream, which is very kind and very much appreciated. And I must thank again anybody who at any point has bunged a couple of bob into PayPal to keep me going while there's no money coming in. I'm so grateful, because I would be well and truly up the Swanee. And an extra special massive thank you to long-term, very close friend of the channel, the one and only Pingu Concord, who arranged a Sainsbury's delivery for me tonight, bless him. 7 o'clock, a lovely Sainsbob's chap came along, and I've got food in the fridge and in the cupboard, for which I am massively and eternally grateful, because it was getting a bit near the knuckle food-wise, darlings. I mean, yes, I know it wouldn't kill me to lose a bit of weight and go without, but fortunately I don't have to. Early start, Boaty, asked Simone, and good evening to you. Yeah, I thought we'd start an hour early. Pete Edo is with us. Get better soon, Boaty. That's very kind. Thank you. I'll do my bloody best. Different T-shirt, says JB71. It isn't. It's the same T-shirt. I've just got a fleece over it because it's not quite as warm tonight. And there's no mess of flowers for our grave, says Stu. How are there going to be flowers? I can't leave the house. How is the patient, asked JB71. I'm going to answer that honestly. Well, why wouldn't I? I try to answer everything honestly, even when I'm not under the auspices of the Hedgehog of Truth. How am I? Physically, I'm the same, I think. Well, actually, I'm not worse than I was. Now, up until yesterday, which was day 3, each day was actually a little bit worse. And, that hurts. And today, I'm not worse. So that's a positive. That's physically. Emotionally, I'm feeling significantly more positive than I was yesterday. Yesterday, apart from the time I spent with Mustard, what's going on out there? What's that all about? Yesterday was quite was quite a down day for me, and today has been less so. Oh, okay. It's in the farm backing onto the garden. It looked like there was a light coming from my garden. Good to be here, says Josh, and it's a gosh darn delight to have you. I'm awake at 6 each morn, says JB71. Well, I mean, you have my utmost sympathy. It's a wretched bloody time of the day. The only thing that you should be doing at 6 a.m., as far as I'm concerned, is having a wee and getting back into your lovely bed. But we live in strange and different times, hopefully temporarily. Car crashes bring all the folk to the yard, says Stu. Well, yeah, I mean, the figures have gone up, haven't they? So there you go. If I want my channel to grow very slightly, I just need to. Oh God, no! Don't say it. Don't say that. Don't say what you were going to say. Oh, touch wood, touch wood. Yeah, don't even say that in jest. Good afternoon to one and all, says Josh. Lee Abbott is with us and says, hey up to you. Peter P had spag bowl today. Oh, I so want spag bowl. I've been saying that for years. I don't think I've had spaghetti bolognese since I started YouTube. Right, let's make a list. Not a bucket list, but let's make a back to real life list of things that I want to do when I'm recovered sufficiently to do them. Matron, Emma, oh, don't laugh, that hurts. Would you mind awfully making a list of things that I must do when I'm better? It's a big ask, I know, but they're lovely ladies. They're normally happy to help. Add making and eating spaghetti bolognese to the list of, to that list. Shania Wilson joins us. Hello. What world have I clicked into? A very good question, but it's a world where you are most welcome. And also most welcome is relaxing music. Good evening to you. Do you like avocados? They ask. I say they because I don't know. I don't know. So I'll play it safe. And the answer is no, I don't like avocados. And Emma Lemon is with us with the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon, that she would never mention to you, but it's there. It's a very good channel. She makes very good videos, and she's about to hit 900 subscribers. And she will do that quite soon if you lot whiz over to the YouTube channel, Emma Lemon, and subscribe. It's worth doing, actually, to be fair. You're going to run out of coins soon, says JB71, and that's a good point. I've got none coming in, so yeah, I am. Indeed, Simone, I really am most grateful. Shania says, I've just opened a bottle of scotch. Well, good for you. Pete Eder says, evening, Boaty, how are you? Sorry about the other night. Had no idea about your accident. Not to worry. Shouldn't ice float, says Peter P. Yes, it should. And as you can see, it does. It's just that it was frozen to the bottom of the glass. And the reason for that is because it's not ice that I put into the glass. It was water in the glass that I then froze. So the ice and the glass were as one. But when it begins to melt, it loosens its grip on the glass and floats up to the top like a little brown Richard III bobbing around merrily in your lavatory, despite the fact that you tried to flush it. I can't read that one out, Richard. Hello, all you lovely folks, say Shania. Thanks for the welcome. Oh, they're a lovely lot. They're a lovely lot. They'll make you very welcome. So glad you will mend, says Pete. Well, I'm glad too. And let's hope it's sooner rather than later. I've literally never stumbled upon this channel before, says Shania. Well, that can only be seen as your very good fortune. But, you know, your good fortune has ended because you're here now and you can check out, but you can never truly leave, I'm afraid. So, you know, just accept that you're one of us now and settle. Oh, excuse me, a water bird. Settle in and jolly well make the best of it. Evening all, says Joanne Hill. Hello, my lovely. Hello, my lovely. Oh, really? Okay. Matron says the man is Boaty. He's going to chat to us about his day and we'll chat amongst ourselves, Shania. Yes, that is pretty much how these things go. Although, to be fair, I do occasionally get drunk and become hideously inappropriate and well, you like quite enjoy that, don't you? Did the medic check to see if your hat's on straight, Boaty? Asked Mr. K. The medic was the medic was most thorough. Actually, the bloody medic made me strip off. Right. Throughout this whole ordeal, I've had to be effectively naked twice. I was pretty much naked at the side of that road because the paramedic wanted to touch me all over and look at every part of me on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. Not even an official dogging spot, and there's me naked. And then I had to be naked in front of a policeman, and he took photographs of me, which are now pointless. And I bet he hasn't disposed of them. I bet they're doing the rounds on the police WhatsApp group. Bloody hell. Exactly. Boaty, did the ambulance come to take that bastard to the hospital first? Asked Richard. No. He was arrested, but then taken to the hospital rather than the cop shop. So why they couldn't have taken me as well, I don't know, but there you go. Boaty's like Wurzel Gummidge. He puts on a new head every day. JB3, Jim Bob the Turd, says he starts on the wine in 50 minutes, Shania. Oh, God, I was panicking then. It can't be 50 minutes till wine o'clock, but I'm behind on the comments. It's only half an hour until I can start getting thoroughly drunk. Where did I get to? Boaty, you look a little brighter, says Joanne. Yeah, I feel I'm not better physically, but I do feel better and brighter and more optimistic mentally. Emma tries to make sense of it all and says, Boaty is the host and we're the community. You are my inner scrotum, my lovely bogs. Boaty's old geezers and gals, and you don't have to be old to be a bog. Oh, we accept any age. Boaty is the host and we're the community who turn up here every night to take the piss out of him. Correct. Settle in, pour a drink and chat away. Indeed. Green is inner scrotum, says JB71. Oh, well, yes. Well, there is an argument for that. Resistance is futile, says Nigel. And I love that because that is, of course, a quote from Douglas Adams and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And that was a quote from the Vogon Guard, who was given the duty of ejecting Ford Prefect and Arthur Dent from the Vogon constructor fleet and into space, where they would be expected to asphyxiate within 30 seconds. Oh, another voice message. This is exciting. If you would like to leave a voice message, then you can. There's a number. I just don't know what it is. but other people do.
Has anyone called you a wanker so far today, sir?
Yes, Mr. Parry has about 14 times, and that's a bare minimum. But don't let that stop you, or indeed anybody else, doing it. In fact, I throw out an open invitation to each and every one of you, whether you're a newcomer, whether you've been with us from day one, whether you're a lurker, or whether you are the chattiest of the chattiest, do feel free to call me a wanker. I take it as a sign of your love, devotion, and affection. I mean, I know it's not, but I take it as that anyway, because, when you're starved for love and affection, you take anything. And this is like a Stockholm situation. I take your, well, quite frankly, abuse as a sign that you actually love me. Oh, here we go.
Maybe you need a new song then. Let's get rid of that Mr. Boaty, you fat lazy twat, and have a new Boaty is a wanker song.
Boaty is a wanker, Boaty is a wanker, la 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 la, la 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 la. I like that one though. There's a short on the channel. Mr. Boaty, you fat lazy twat, da, 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 da. I love to see you when you're wearing a hat, and so on and so forth. 00 Garage. Oh shit, I was just about to read a comment out and it's disappeared. I've got way behind again, so I had better start whizzing through these comments because they're flying. Oh, it's okay, says Shelley. I don't mind Shelley Denise and Shelley the nephew. Oh, good. Cycling questions are welcome, says Peter P, somewhat cheekily. HW100 or HW100 or HW100 is with us. Hi, Boaty. Hope you're on the mend. I bloody hope so too. Some point say, welcome back, HW. Always good to have you. Shania says, some point I'm going to have to be brave and get in the bath. And they have a jolly good titter at that. I can't do these voice notes now because the comments are flying off like mad. Good evening, says Jonathan Fletcher. Glad you're okay, Boaty. Relatively speaking, I'm definitely okay. I'm a lot more okay than being dead, which, I could very easily have been. You are all correctly identifying Mr. Ben, apart from the people who said Ivor the engine and Bagpuss. There's the number from Emma for you to leave a voice note. The Derbyshire branch of Boaty's World should meet up with Boaty at Greg's in Matlock, says Pete. Loads of parking behind Greg's. Oh, wait a thought. Gosh, Greg's. Matron puts a link to her channel. I'm glad it's been raining, says Finley Plimpton, as I'm sick of washing my car. And he then goes on to say, I've subscribed to Matron. Matron will be enormously grateful. I would struggle to get in Nettie, JB71, you're quite correct. And I wondered that, Richard, how is having a shower in the motorhome easier? A washing up bowl and soap and a towel is all you need. Have a sit-down wash. Did he just say Windy Bum, or am I drunk already, says Shania? Windy Bottom is the name of my cottage. I live in a 700-year-old stone cottage in the Peak District National Park, which is in England, if you didn't know. And it's perched up on the moors in the arse end of nowhere. Hello, clobbering toenails, says dear old Captain Mustard. And everybody's greeting Captain Mustard now, of course, naturally, as you would expect them to. I see, says Shania. Is Boaty single perchance? And Matron says he is indeed. Well, God knows I would be, wouldn't I? He is as far as we know, says Finley. He's available, says Mystic Hair. Yes, he's single, says Emma. Interested parties can make an application. Oh, dear. Available and needing looking after, says Nigel. Ah, food news from Simone. I had curry for dinner. Ah, good woman yourself. Oh, hello. Shania's applying the lip gloss. Happy days. Yeah. Emma says the ideal applicant wouldn't have huge boobs that follow him around the room and have a mind of their own, and wouldn't have a willy. Otherwise, anything goes. Yeah, God, yeah, make me sound desperate, why don't you? Must have a pulse, though, says Nigel, especially after last April. What the bloody hell happened last April that I've forgotten about? Oh, dear. Oh, don't make me laugh, Mystic. Don't make me laugh. If you meet him, Shania, don't go for a meal involving sausages. Oh, God. He's broken at the moment, says Emma, due to having just had a car accident. So you wouldn't need to be gentle with him for a bit until he gets his rampant back on. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting my rampant back on, darlings. Oh, dear. No, they didn't, Stu, and that's a terrible thing to say. Sunday was a down day for me, says Simone, and we're all sorry to hear that. My brother had a birthday party for his little boy, invited the whole family apart from me. Oh, dear. Captain Mustard, my best friend, says this channel is already one big car crash, and he's got a point, let's be fair. Harsh but fair. Oh my God. Applications for pottering Boaty via WhatsApp on 07391 173 836. I'll make you a banging spaghetti bolognese, babe, says Shania. Oh, God, well, I mean, you had me at spaghetti bolognese, basically. Actually, Boaty, says JB71, I don't mind getting up at 6 a.m. or earlier. Well, fair play to you. I bloody well do mind, however. Right, are we getting through these comments now? He said my name. Well, I would do. I say everybody's name. Where in the country are you, Shania, if you don't mind me asking, says Diane. And the answer came back, Cornwall. What a lovely part of the world. Oh, God, we're back on the sausages now. Tony B is with us. Evening, Boaty. And a jolly good evening to you. But you can drive and own a car. Jolly good. Have sausages, will travel. Oh, dear. I didn't realise he reads out every message. Not quite everyone. And then when I get really, really behind on the messages, like an hour behind, which I often do, then I ignore them. Burlington Bertie is with us. A very good evening to you. She made you strip, Boaty, says Stu. He made me strip, both of them. The paramedic he and the policeman he. Right, I'm going to tell you everything that's happened today, darlings. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments so they don't all go fiddling off the screen. Boaty was violated by uniformed personnel and enjoyed every minute of it. I bloody didn't. Diane says the pictures are on the police social club darts board and they're struggling to see the target. Oh, yes. Thank you, Emma. Emma put up a link to the Facebook group. Do join it if you haven't already. Excuse me. Pardon me, darlings. I know I shouldn't do that in front of you, but there we are. Skick is with us. Good evening, Skick. Take your time, Boat. Give yourself time to get over the trauma. Good, intelligent man you are, so fuck him in jail and smash this fucking YouTube. That's exactly what I'm going to try to do. That is exactly what I'm going to try to do, Skick. We'll talk about that. Everything that we spoke about last night, we've got all the time in the world, darlings. I'm not going anywhere soon. we've got the wine to open yet. So we've got plenty of time for me to bring you up to speed on what happened today, future plans, talking again about what we talked about last night. Have I changed my mind overnight? Was it all just talk, as Mr. Paddy said? No. I have had one thought of a refinement in the cold light of day, but basically, no, my head is still in the same space. I tried going green, says Tony B. It said I had, but sadly didn't produce. Won't give up just yet. Wanker, says Winslow Burdett, and very good evening to you. Jimmy Mighty Quinn joins us and greets everybody by name. Pingu Concord, good evening to you, matey, and thank you again for your kindness and thoughtfulness. Remember, Boaty, fillet steak. There's fillet steak in that shop, in that shopping that Pingu got me. I never thought I'd eat fillet steak again in my life, but I'm damn well going to. Fillet steak! Me eating fillet steak. Oh, my God, that's going to be a good day. What? I should rub it up. Anyway, Pingu says, remember, Boaty, in the midst of your painful morning erecting, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Your heroic scum-blocking actions may well have saved the life of the innocent driver behind you. That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, the next time that I'm crying with the pain of all of my injuries, I'll think, Boaty, old son, you're a hero. You took one for the team. Oh, dear. There is news on all of that. I have spoken to the police today. Well, no, I haven't. I've spoken to the witness support unit. But I'll tell you all about that. I really want to get caught up with the comments. I've got some voice notes to go to then. Then we'll have a slight intermission. Then we'll open the wine, and then I'll start telling you all about today. Who made the Boaty songs? That would be Captain Mustard. Mike Potter 37 joins us. Our very favourite Mike Potter. Let's not forget that. Honestly, Mike Potter's 1 to 36, they were not the finished product. And Mike Potter 38 onwards kind of went downhill. Mike Potter 37, peak Mike Potter, and he's all ours. And we're so excited about that. We're clutching our little tinkles with excitement. And why would we not be? The lovely Mandy Jones is with us. Hi, Jason and all. And hello to you, my lovely. Thank you for joining us. Tony B says, following on from yesterday's conversation re YouTube, Boaty and Nettie go sailing somewhere near you. There are things that are going to happen. I've got stuff to tell you, darlings. I just need to get through these comments. And Mike Potter says, if Boaty misses this comment, can you all giggle at how witty I am and pretend? Of course they can. They're good like that. Is Lisa Cox back? Where is our Lisa? Oh, somebody has just done a thing, and it's Rick B. Rick B has very kindly left a super chat, which is an incredibly kind and wonderful thing to do. And I am enormously and immensely grateful to you. Thank you very much indeed. That will go into the pot, and that will help make a difference. And I really am exceedingly grateful. However, that has made me go to the end of the comments, and I'm now going to have to try and go back to and find where I was. Oh, I'm not that far back, actually. I'm only here. Oh, right. Everybody's finding Mike Potter hilarious, of course. I'll go over the top, why don't you lot? Oh, dear. Would Boaty get another Rover when he can drive again? Asks Finley Plimpton. No, Boaty would not get another Rover. Boaty needs an automatic on the fleet, says Richard, and I agree. I have decided, if it's possible to replace Mimi LeBlanc, I have decided on the replacement. Any of you want to take a guess? But that is going to be dependent on things that I will tell you about when I've caught up with the comments, done the voice notes, had an intermission, and opened the wine. Hello all, late as usual, says Rick B. But yeah, you made up for it with a super chat. Wonderful. I wonder how many of us could fit in the guest cupboard, says Mandy Jones. Well, Mandy, all of you channel members could fit in the guest cupboard, but not all at the same time. What the flaming hell happened last April, says Emma, and I'm wondering about that. Has anyone mentioned the bedtime stories to Shania yet? And hopefully they haven't, and hopefully they won't. Some things are better not mentioned. Yeah, don't wear tracksuit bottoms. Shania, take him out for a carvery. He'd love that. Or McDonald's. I genuinely love McDonald's. Daily Diary Idea says, Mike Potter, 37. Boaty rediscovers his mojo. Boaty likes a carvery. You lot are such wind-up merchants. Is the... Oh, good question, JB71. I've kind of been waking up before that would normally kick in, is the honest answer to that. But it's not broken. I do know that. Time to tell your Italian stories, Boaty, says Stu. But not the cycling ones. Well, the two are kind of intertwined. Il sono italiano in spirito. Why are we talking about Italian? Okay, I may have missed something there. I've got no idea why we're talking about Italy, but never mind. I am very happy to talk about Italy. I adore Italy. I love the language. I love the country. I love the people. God knows I love the food. And I love the wine. Then there are more hellos flying around. Oh, are you close to Neil and Soph, Mandy? Oh, that's good. I'd pay some screws to give him a good kick in every morning, says Richard. Yeah. I watch your channel, Emma, says Mandy Jones. Oh, Emma will be delighted to hear that. Mark Prasad, good evening. Boaty, if anyone deserves a fillet steak, you bloody well do. Well, that's incredibly kind. That's incredibly kind. Stu says, what happened to tenting on Monday? Oh, yeah, a fake car crash. Anybody else really not find that funny? Or is it just me being a little bit sensitive? Damien Eves joins us, and we wish him a very good evening indeed. Controversial take, but, says Shania, every man deserves a good fillet steak. Yeah, well, apparently I haven't deserved one for a long time, but I've got one now, and that makes me very happy indeed. Boaty, you seem a lot chippier today, says Damien. I am. I'm not physically greatly improved, but I'm no worse. So at least I've leveled off, and I'm feeling mentally and emotionally a lot more positive. But I'll get into all of that when I've got a glass of wine in my hand. Mr. Boaty, have you told your landlord about the crash? He should give you extra time to pay the rent while you're not able to work. I haven't. Hadn't thought about that. Pete says, good attitude, Boaty. Keep going. We're behind you. To quote, you're not alone. Broken ribs are so painful. They bloody are. Simone says, Boaty, which was more upsetting? Mimi LeBonc's death or breaking Stigbert von Thundercock? Well, Mimi LeBonc's death, obviously, because Stigbert is better than he's ever been now. So Stigbert is in the finest of health and living his best life. Mimi LeBlanc, I'm afraid, having given her life to literally save mine, because let's not forget, Friday night, that should have been game over for me. God knows how I'm here talking to you all, but yeah, we've got Mimi LeBlanc to thank for that. You saw the state of the other car, and you saw how stoutly Mimi stood up to it, and the what's it? The fun bags, not fun bags. What are they called? Bag pussies, dog bags. Why can't I think of the airbags? Hell. Oh, ow. Airbags, for God's sake. They deployed properly and were very effective. And let's give thanks to the loaf of bread that may possibly have saved my life by wedging itself between my head and a very hard and sharp and broken surface. So yeah, definitely Mimi, because I haven't got a mourn Stigbert, have I? He's in amazing condition now and absolutely living his very best life. Are these lives regular? Asked Shania. Yes, every night, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yes, even on Christmas Day, I am here to annoy and offend you. Yeah, don't get another oversized mustard. I don't intend to. Don't tell me, Boaty, is it a Citroen? No, Finley. No, it's not. Is it a Volvo V70 D5 SE Lux automatic? No, it's not, Paulie. Richard. A Volvo is a replacement vehicle, Boaty, says Mystic Air. No, it's not going to be a Volvo. This is current thinking anyway. I think you should buy a Volvo too, says Mustard. I vote Volvo, says Peter P. Oh, God, where are you going to get me thinking about Volvos now? Bros of the Volvo, says Stu. Boaty does it every night, says Emma. He's a real goer, this one. You know it. And another voice note. We're going to have an intermission in a minute. I can't be too far off the... Is it a Porsche 911 Cabriolet, asked Jonathan. Chance would be a fine thing. Richard says, Boaty would definitely want an SE Lux Spec V70 with a beige leather interior and wood. Oh, dear. What's with all these secret stories I'm not allowed to hear about? Oh, yeah, well... Boaty, I went for a Range Rover after my BMW 330 was destroyed by the Audi, says Tony B. You need deep pockets to keep a Range Rover on the road. And I have deep pockets, but I have very short arms. And my deep pockets have got nothing in them. A good carvery would make you forget about all of your woes, says Josh. It really, really wouldn't. But a bloody fillet steak will. Oh, and I'm having Momo for supper tonight, and they will help as well. Momo. Oh, I think I'm catching up with the comments. I haven't deployed my fun bags in quite a while, says Emma. Bread saving your life is one of those things stranger than fiction. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Tim, the policeman, when he was taking my statement here, sitting in this very chair, he had a proper giggle at the fact that a reverend was traveling with bread and wine, which is, it is quite funny, quite ironic, and then even more ironic that potentially that loaf of bread saved my life. It must have been Wonder Loaf, says Shelley Denise. We should thank the bread ceremonially, or toast it at least. We see what you did there, Mike Potter. We see what you did there. Have you bought a milk float, Archimon? I haven't bought anything yet, but yeah. Black Lines is with us. Just buy a shed load of bubble wrap. Any news from the restaurant, asked Finley? No. Fun bags, says Simone. The mama is. And I see what you did there. Oh, is a new card on the horizon, says Alan Simpson. Possibly, possibly not. Skoda Octavia with 1.9 TDI PD engine. That's not what I was thinking of. Oh, excuse me. Tonic says, I had a Volvo S60 T5. It was like a rocket. Drove to Poland in it, but I won't say how many times I had to stop to fill it up. Is Boaty actually a reverend, asks Finley Plimpton. And yes, he really is. Unlikely as that may seem. Right, that's it. I've caught up with the comments. It is now time for an intermission, some voice notes, and then we will open the wine. And that's going to be a fabulous moment. Right, here you go, darlings.
Good evening, Boaty.
Oh,
Hope
it's
you're feeling
Donald.
a bit brighter today. I just thought I'd stop by and call you a wanker and a lanky tosser. Good night.
Oh, was that it? Oh, Donald, Mr. President, sir. Sorry, I should be more formal. What a great honour that you should take the trouble to stop by again. Thank you so much, and best wishes from me and all of the community. You've got our vote, Mr. President, sir. The next voice that you hear will be from Devon.
Boaty is a wanker.
He most certainly is. Oh, and now we've got no fewer than 3. Enjoy.
Boaty is a wanker. The Reverend Boaty is the Boaty is the Reverend Wanker of the Reverend YouTube channel. Goodbye. Thank you, Mr. Wanker. Is Emma still coming down to see you in July with the little in?
Yep.
Boaty, sir, you are a wanker. Yes, but all we forget, we're lucky them airbags inflated in that car, because when the car gets to a certain age, you can't guarantee in a crash still inflate. So well done to the car for giving it a good bonk. No, good job do work, sir.
Exactly.
And everyone needs to carry a loaf in the car after hearing from Boaty.
Yeah, I did make that point before. Incredibly fortunate that that all of the airbags were still fully operational, because a car at that age, there really is no guarantee. Look at this, darlings. Pingu, you are an absolute blessed puppet, my dear chap. Oh my God, I've got some treats to look forward to. Oh. See, I'm a lucky boy. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to have amazing friends. I'm lucky to have another voice note. And I'll be lucky to have a glass of wine.
Does the loaf of bread have to be a Sainsbury's taste the difference for it to actually work?
Well, that's a very good question, Mustard. And the honest answer is I don't know. But I'm going to play it safe and always buy that bread in future. I am not going to travel in a motor vehicle without a loaf of that bread. And if you think I'm kidding, bending down is getting a little difficult. Look, the life-saving loaf has been replaced, like for life. And there will always be, as long as they keep making it, there will always be a loaf of this in my life. But before you ask, I'm not taking a frozen one, because that would then become a weapon. And if you're wondering why I freeze my bread, it's because I'm a single man who lives alone. And if I didn't freeze it, it would go mouldy on me. But I've got a super treat, because also amongst the lovely shopping that Pingu got me, check that out. Check that out. I'm going to carve that into portions, and I'm not going to fully slice it. I'm just going to carve it into like 2-day portions and freeze it, because that will go off as well. You know, when you're on your own, you can't eat a loaf of bread before it goes off. Well, you can't if you're me, because I only have one slice a day for my breakfast, toasted and lavishly buttered. Oh, and guess what else Pingu put in there? You're going to love this. One of the true mascots of the channel. Look, darlings, it's only the Freibentos pie. How brilliant is that? And there were lots of other things in there as well that are going to keep me alive. And I am and will remain eternally grateful to all of you that have helped, because, you know, two things. One, well, the two things are connected. One is that I can't drive, so I live in the arse end of nowhere. So I'm effectively confined to barracks. I'm stuck in the cottage. So that means that I can't buy food. But also, if I'm not going to work, then, as you all know, I live day to day. And that means there's no money coming in, so I couldn't buy food anyway. But also, it means that I couldn't pay bills and things would bounce and all of that. So between you, you amazing people, you're keeping me going with the kind few bobs that have been making their way into PayPal, and the shopping from Pingu, and of course people have been, well, two people have actually come round so that they could taunt me in person, and I really appreciated that. Oh, here you go, we've got a couple more.
Ah, good theory. So the bread being carried in the car, would it be white? Would it be a farmhouse? Would it be brown, wholemeal, sliced, doorstep? You know, you've got to make these decisions, you know.
I've made
it could be a tiger bread. It's important stuff.
Sainsbury's, taste the difference.
Well, that was badly timed. You answered my question.
Oh.
Wanker.
Well done on squeezing in a wanker there, Simone. Don't miss an opportunity. That's what I always say. Look, darlings, it's wine o'clock, and that is a wonderful thing. I struggle doing the posh wine pour. It's a little bit painful on the old broken ribs, but look, I did it. What a bloody trooper. What a consummate professional. Fair play to me. And that means we've got wine, actually. It's like a half portion, that, isn't it? Come on. If you're going to do it properly, boy. God knows what this is going to be like. This is from the neighbour. Ow. Ow. Inadvisable movement alert. Ouch. Bollocks. Oh. Oh, that smarts a bit. Oh. The weird thing is, as the inflammation and bruising goes down, you can actually discern where the actual breaks are. That's quite interesting. If you're going to be broken, it's kind of nice to know exactly where you're broken. Let's hope they mend properly so I don't end up with some strange third titty. I'll be like Erotica Galumbit, the triple-breasted whore of Eroticon 6, or whatever she was called. Oh, a triple-breasted whore. Okay. Here is a question particularly aimed at you men who are boobs men. I mean, you all know me, I'm a bum man. Well, you know, I'm more of a bum man than a boobs man. Although, you know, nobody's going to say no to... Anyway, yeah. You men who are boob men, you know, basically all of the ones who perv over Emma and Matron and anybody else who's prepared to display a bit of cleavage when they do their live streams. Would you find a woman with 3 breasts more attractive than a woman with 2? Because it's like more. You can discuss that if you like. And I can discuss what has been happening today with a nice glass of wine. But is it going to be a nice glass of wine? Let's have a look at the label. Okay, well, it's 2024, so it's incredibly young. So that means that it's going to be pretty awful. ABV 10.5. That's because it's so young. It's brand new. Right, so it's a brand new wine with no sufficient fermentation. Let's not get our hopes up, darlings. I don't think this is going to be anything to write home about. And I've got a bottle of Chablis in there, courtesy of the lovely Melanini. And I've got to save that for a special occasion, like Christmas or something like that. Gosh, another one. Mr. Parry is unstoppable tonight.
You do a video how the with your dog collar on, how a loaf of bread saved your life, sir. When are you going to do a video about it? About what you like in 2 days' time and that? No problem. You want to try and don't be too nasty, say you want to try and cash you.
Oh. He's probably got a point. He's probably got a point. Right, let's get back to your comments. Where did I get to? How many have I missed? Oh, quite a few. It was about here I was, wasn't it? Pingu says, it might be a good time to adjust your will, Boaty, i.e. next of kin. Without the sacred loaf of bread, no one apart from the Windybone ghost would have known what happened to you. Well, I haven't got a will, Pingu, and I haven't got any next of kin. So what do I do? Yeah, I mean, it is a good point. You know, if something were to happen to me, please God, touch wood, all of that, it'd be years before I was found. And God knows, if I started going off gallivanting on YouTube, then yeah, oh, the mind boggles. Right, let's give this a go. It's not promising, but, you know, fingers crossed, hope for the best. That's a... I don't mean to sound ungrateful, considering that this was a gift from a thoughtful neighbour. That's bloody awful. That really is bloody awful. But it still contains alcohol, so cheers, darlings, your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're lucky, ladies. And above all, and I say this with kindness in my heart, sincerity in my eyes, and loving thoughts oozing out of my back bottom, get stuffed. It's got a highly unpleasant aftertaste that lingers on the roof of your palate. It lingers like a skid mark that won't wash out. It's there, and you'd really rather that it wasn't. But hey ho, hey ho. I think I've got a drop of the good stuff. Have I got? I think I've got a drop of the good stuff left. God, I'm dribbling everywhere. So we might alternate this, whatever it is. I mean, I suppose it's wine of a sort. Yeah, we might alternate it with a bit of the good stuff if I've got a dribble of the good stuff left. Anyway, wine a clack, says Matron. It is indeed. Oh, and everybody's welcoming Donald. Boaty needs a P.O. box, says Finley Plimpton. Why do I need a P.O. box? Everybody knows my address. Boaty needs a poo box, says Emma. Oh, again, harsh but fair. Oh, is this yet another message? My God, we're being spoiled.
Sorry, sir. I meant on your YouTube channel. I didn't mean cash in either because it sounds like the insurance won't pay out, as you said. So I meant cash in on your YouTube channel, making the best of it, doing videos nearly every day, sir. On your process, how you feel.
It's a good idea. The only problem is that how I feel is not like making a YouTube video. But I probably should. I mean, considering that I started making a video within 15 or 20 seconds of the impact on Friday night, and then I did a live stream about 2 minutes after that. Well, I'm still trying to work out how badly injured I am and whether the car is going to suddenly catch fire and explode. Then you'd think that I'd be able to make a video now, wouldn't you? So maybe I should pull my finger out and get a daily diary video done tomorrow. Yeah, maybe that will be the job for tomorrow. Get a daily diary video done. Or just had a thought, because everything's been covered more thoroughly than I could do it in a video. Everything's been put out there on the live. Oh no, I was going to say I should just download the live streams and put them out as a video. But would they make sense without the actual live chat being an option? And they probably wouldn't, would they? Yeah, maybe what I should do is, because of course, those who don't know, I was going to say those who don't watch the live streams won't know why the tenting hasn't happened or why there hasn't been a Netty video. But they will know, won't they? Because the car crash video is out there and it's been viewed. You know, it's doing reasonable views. Same kind of views that the Netty videos have been doing. So it is being seen. So I think everybody knows what's happened. But I should probably do a kind of catch-up video where I explain what's been happening after the accident. Because if you don't watch my live streams, if you only watch my videos, then you've only got up as far as the car crash or the immediate aftermath of the car crash. You haven't got a clue what's happened since. So Mr. Paddy has probably got a very good point. I really should get one out there. And he might have several more points because he's left another another 34 voice notes for us to enjoy, which is kind of him.
I like Paris to get your face in. I'm also, I consider women in skirts. I think they look more attractive, a woman in skirts. So sorry to sound sexist. He thinks the same. Boaty, you reverend wanker. Yes, thank you for doing these live streams, sir, when you're not 100%. Thank you to Emma. Thank you to the matron. Thank you to the headmistress. Thank you to the captain to visit our Reverend Boaty the other day. And thank you to the tent boss coming to see our Reverend the other day. Madeline, looking after our Boaty. Thank you very much to everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, you are a wanker.
And thank you from me as well.
From now on, I think you should have a dash cam fitted to every vehicle, sir. You wanker. You could always put a bit of salt in it, like mustard did with the coffee, sir.
Are we done? Right. Oh. Oh. every now and then my body just likes to remind me that it's been through a traumatic time. Honestly, I feel worse now than I did after a night with Chinese Madam, and I never thought I'd say that. Never mind. It's not tasting as bad now. I'm getting used to it. Oh, dear God. I'm getting used to bad wine, darlings. Where did we get to? Oh, yes, me wanting a P.O. box. And Matron says, if you want to send him stuff, ask Emma for his address. Yeah, absolutely. It's no secret. It's no secret, darlings. Pingu sent a pound of flesh. He rather did. Lots of good wishes, says Tony B. But how many likes have the good people given? Well, 52. But there are 95 people currently watching. And we have been over 100 for most of the night. But that's fine. That just means that 50% of the people who are watching this live don't like it. And, who could blame them, quite honestly? And Emma says, yes, if you would like Boaty's address, please WhatsApp me on a number or email her at an email address. Oh, nice thick black pepper sauce over that, says Jonathan Fletcher. And there will be a nice, thick, boozy and spicy peppercorn sauce going over that because I am going to make it. Fillet steak, darlings, whilst it's by far the most tender cut of beef, it's also the least flavorful. So you must always have a sauce with your fillet. Other steaks don't require a sauce. A sauce can actually detract from them, but fillet needs a sauce. So I will most definitely make one. Black Lions, good evening. That's a huge one, Boaty, says Nigel. Yeah, well, I'm not going to travel in a motor vehicle without a loaf of bread, says Shania. And she then goes on to say, I think my toes may have curled for the first time in my life. The first time, Shania, you've never had the good fortune to be... Sorry, I was going to do the old joke about being podgered when you haven't taken your tights off. That makes your toes curl, doesn't it? I always freeze my bread, says JB71. Nice loaves there, Boaty. Loaf in Llandudno is shit, says Emma Lemon. And neither she nor I have eaten there, but we both agree that it's shit just because of their ridiculous, draconian breakfast policies. Everybody told us we should go there to eat, and we didn't, because we checked it out and we saw their idiotic draconian breakfast policies, and we said, fuck you, you might be the most recommended and or the most highly rated, but we are going elsewhere. And we did go elsewhere. We went to, begins with a K, Carver. We went to Carver and it was utterly fabulous. The people watching was amazing. And there were two people at a table next to us and a younger lady with an older gentleman. And quite honestly, I would, but Emma wouldn't. And she was surprised that I would, but I would. Good thing the Frey Bentos pie didn't it, you say, Alan? It bloody is, isn't it? And good evening, Alan. We were talking about you today. A loaf in the freezer and a baguette in his trousers, says Mike Potter 37. Well, ask the Matlock police station. They'll know. And probably all of their friends if the pictures are doing the rounds on WhatsApp. A loaf in the hand is worth two in the crash, says Emma, and she's got a point. I apologize. Oh, fuck. That was a wine burp, which wasn't painful, followed by a hiccup, which definitely was. I mean, the good thing is, and I've only just realized this, when I do a movement or Oh God, I coughed today. I thought I was going to die. I actually thought I was going to die. I forgot, and I've been coughing like this. Really gentle little coughs to try and clear any detritus. And I forgot, or was taken by surprise or something, and I coughed. Oh my God. Honestly, I thought I was going to die. I can't tell you how painful that was. However, I'm just realizing that when I do cough or hiccup or, move in a way that my ribs don't want me to move, the pain is not as all-encompassing as it has been up to now. I'm realizing now that it's more concentrated in this area, which is where the breakages are. And I know that because I can literally feel them. Since I lost all that weight, my ribs are a lot more apparent than they once were. And I can literally feel the break. So I know where it is, and that's why it's more painful around there. But then that's a positive because, the rest of the area is on a more rapidly healing process, because that's just bruised and, fucked about with rather than actually broken. The broken bits are this side. Then there are lots more hellos flying around. Tiger bread because it was tiger in your tank, for those old enough to know. I am old enough to know. Where do I need to position the bread to save my life? Asked Jonathan Fletcher. Place it somewhere. Well, I can tell you my bread was in a bag behind the driver's seat on the floor of the car. And yet the impact was so severe. For those who don't know, for those who may be new, on Friday night, I was in a head-on collision where I was traveling at 45 miles an hour and the other vehicle was traveling at 80 miles an hour. So there was a combined impact of 125 miles per hour. And if you've never been in one of those, and I hope that you haven't, it's quite an impact. And there's quite a lot of G-force involved. And then, because he was traveling at almost twice my speed, Newton's law of physics applied, and I was pushed backwards while my body was still going forwards for a considerable distance. So that would have added to the physical trauma, no doubt. And I'll reiterate for those who haven't heard, at the point of the impact, I just thought, okay, that's that then. And then, when the impact had happened and I was in the being pushed back phase, which is fractions of a second, all I can remember thinking is, God, I'm alive. Am I going to die before the car stops, or am I going to die while the car is stopped? I was absolutely certain I was going to die. Your subconscious tells you can't survive an impact like that. But then modern cars are made of strong stuff, and there are airbags, and there are clever seatbelts, and there's a loaf of bread. And so that loaf of bread was in a bag of shopping, which was on the floor behind the driver's seat. And it ended up going all around the car with all of those G-forces flying around. And the loaf of bread was literally lodged between my head and a surface that could easily have killed me. And I know this because if you watch the video, you will see that the loaf of bread is outside the car. And the reason for that is that when I'm trying to get out of the car and I'm trying to throw, don't use that side, son, don't use that side. That's the broken side. Use this one. And I'm left-handed, so it's a nuisance that's the broken side. I'm trying to throw away the airbag, get that out of the way, because that's all over me. I've got blood all over the shop because my nose has been shattered. I'm trying to sort out the seatbelt because all of the pre-tensioners have gone off and all of that jazz. And I've got a vague memory of going like that as I'm getting out of the car because there was a loaf of bread there. And that's why when you look at the video, you might think, why is there a loaf of bread outside the driver's door? That's why I had to scoop it out and down so that I could actually get out of the car. Because if you've ever been in a serious impact like that, where all of the airbags deploy, there's a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke. All you can smell is smoke. You can't see anything other than smoke. And so your subconscious tells you fire, fire, explosion. Well, you think fire, and then you think you're in a car, big impact, leaking petrol. It's going to go up like a fucking balloon. So you think out, 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 get out. And the fight or flight thing kicks in. You forget about your injuries and you try to get out. And so that was what I did. I scooped the loaf of bread out of the way and staggered my old ass out there, and then started filming. Instead of running and taking cover, I thought, oh, that's my phone, and started filming, and then thought I'd better do a live stream. God. Looking back, that was absolutely balmy. 20 or 30 seconds after an impact that you weren't expected to survive, you whip your phone out and start making a YouTube video. And I watched the video back with the live stream footage. And I can't believe that after an introductory sentence on the live stream, I actually said, "Good evening, darlings, and welcome to Friday Night Live." Now, come on, credit where it's due. You wouldn't get that on Hubnut. Oh, that'll help the broken side. Oh, ow. Okay, that side does still hurt a little bit, but not quite as bad. Have I got any of the... Oh, I have. Oh, I've got a bit of the good stuff. Oh, we'll have a mouthful of that as a treat. And then there's another mouthful left. And then I'll just drink the rest of the crap. And then I'll eat some Momo, and then I'll go to bed and dread waking up again. Well, no, that's not... No, sorry, let me rephrase that. I never dread waking up. Waking up is a gift from the FSM. It means you get the chance, the opportunity to enjoy a day, another day. And that's a blessing. Whether you choose to enjoy it or not, that's down to you. But at least you get the opportunity. No, what I dread is getting out of bed, not waking up. I love waking up. I'm always very thankful for it. And I am aware that I still need to tell you all about today, which means you're going to get a lovely long live stream. You're going to get 2 hours of community togetherness rather than the hour that you would have got. And I'll tell you all about the plans for the future and YouTube and the restaurant and all of that. Well, I probably will. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it quickly. I'll whiz through the comments, drink the nice wine, and then start telling you stuff that you really need to know. But I'll do it quickly. Oh, and I might get the steamer on for the moment. Oh, how's my chutney doing? So I'm defrosting that. Let's have a look. Oh, that's doing okay. Oh, that's doing fine. That's going to be grand, that is. Oh, and let's just have another look at the fillet steak. Oh, look at that. Best before the 30th. Oh, that's got plenty of good long shelf life, hasn't it? Excellent. What a thing to look forward to. There's lots to look forward to. Oh, and I've got to tell you about my ideas for the replacement car. If it's possible for me to get one, to get a replacement car. It might not be, but I'll tell you all about that. Right, come on. Pull yourself together, son. Get on with it. Oh, well, hang on, be fair. I've done an hour and a half. I'm broken. I'm entitled to a short intermission, surely. You would think so. Oh, I can report that I have had 2 poos today, which is just bloody luxury. after, was it 3 or 4 days without, and you know me, darlings, regular as clockwork. So you can tell my body is traumatized when I haven't had my lovely time spent on my beautiful lavatory, reading the Michelin 2025 Atlas, which is what I do on my lovely lavatory. God, there have been more bums on that lavatory in the last few days than there have been for ages. Everybody took advantage of it. Melanini took advantage of it on more than one occasion. Mustard took advantage of it. And finally, well after both of them, I got to take advantage of it. And I did so again twice today, which was very pleasant indeed. God, is that another one? Here we go. What the hell's that? Oh, it's a loaf of bread. Hovis. Well done, you.
There's my first aid kit ready for tomorrow. As you can see in the picture.
I can indeed, yeah.
The car keys.
Get it in the car, put it behind the driver's seat. It'll save your life, mate. Well, I mean, hopefully it won't need to. But if the worst happens, and by the worst, then, I mean, it might not be the absolute worst, but if what happened to me happened, which is that somebody hopped up on drinks and drugs, who was disqualified from driving, who didn't have insurance, decides to drive like an absolute maniac and try to kill you, then the loaf of bread might just save your life. Anyway, there we are. Remember when the fridge door used to fart? Those were the days, says Alan. That was the wine fridge, not the main fridge, in fairness. Oh, this is the good stuff, isn't it? Right, here we go. That doesn't taste right. The crap stuff has ruined my palate. Oh, it's compromised the good stuff. Oh, let's cleanse the old Pontius palate with some water, because that tasted like the crap stuff then. There. Right, where are we? Oh, God. Oh, that was a hiccup. It's amazing how the most simple things become devastating when you've got broken ribs. I mean, a hiccup is deeply unpleasant. A cough is catastrophic. And a sneeze, that's terminal. Feels like it anyway. Right. Oh my God, you're all off on the boobs now. Right, we'll whiz through these. Alan says, between the cancer scare and the head-on collision, the world has clearly decided you're worth hanging on to. Who knows what excitement it may have lined up for you? Well, Alan, I've been thinking similarly, and that's partly, well, in a big part, what led towards me making the decision that I think I've made, that we discussed last night, and I will discuss. Am I cooking that steak tonight? No, I'm having Momo tonight. We will get through these comments and these voice notes, darlings, and I promise I will tell you all about today.
Okay, I've got a question for you now.
Oh, okay.
Often, you and I travel together. Are we going to have to take a loaf of bread with us on those occasions as well?
Absolutely, and especially when you are driving. Hashtag just saying. If you know, you know. You'd be crazy not to take a loaf of bread with you. Why take the chance? Oh, who's this? Oh, this is somebody new. Let's have a look. And it is Angie. And Angie says, hey. Well, hey to you, Angie. Blimey. Well, a very good evening to you, and thank you for reaching out with your lovely hey, which was very well received, if you don't mind me saying so. Right, now, where did I get to? Oh, yes, mustard and the loaf of bread. Check the alcoholic content of the wine. Oh, I did that. Add some Vimto, says Pingu. Certainly not. Oh, God. But I did have a glass of Vimto this evening. And again, haven't had one for 3 days. And my goodness me, I enjoyed it. No winegasm tonight, says Mustard. Not with that shit, no. I bet it's an 11 or 11.5%. Shocking, says Jonathan Fletcher. 10.5. Oh, well, not this stuff. This is the good stuff. But night all, says Mike Potter 37. I'm tired and need to recharge. More giggles tomorrow. There will be, and we will see you tomorrow. Sleep well. So was there actually a car accident, asks Shania. Yeah, an incredibly serious one. Jump onto my channel, go onto the most recent videos that I uploaded, and you will see all about it. And it's not nice. But you'll see how big and brave I was, or stupid. Excuse me. Boaty, find the car and get a video of the aftermath. I can't be asked with that. I know where the car is. The insurance will pick it up, and that's that, basically. That's that. She was a great car. I loved her. She saved my life. I won't forget her. But, yeah. There's a possibility that she may be replaced. I'll talk about that. Was the wine I ordered for you delivered? Asked Pingu. It was. If so, is it one you like, Your Reverence? It's promising, Pingu. And when we deploy it, we will have the answer to your question. You never quite know until you've poured it down the little red lane, do you? Jimmy gives us a timestamp, 23:17, so I'm 22 minutes behind. Simone's going to sleep. Oh, right, you're all going to sleep. I'm going to whiz through these then and give you some news. Alan, yes, I have. Oh, Vicky B, good evening to you, my lovely. Thank you for joining us. Good question, Alan. I was expecting it, but yeah, I have managed to avoid wee in the blood. I thought it would be there. I've been looking for it. I've been expecting it. I've been warning myself not to be panicked by it, but there hasn't been any. I've got a bloody tough old bladder, darlings. Andrew Buttigieg, the lovely Ivor Spotty Botty, is with us. Good evening, my lovely friend. Fillet steak needs a sauce. It does. Fillet steak needs a sauce. Trust me, I know my food. Yeah. Oh, she was a total wreck, Boaty, that Carver woman. She was all right. She was all right. I would have. I mean, okay, you wouldn't have done the bloke, and that's fair enough. But don't knock me for my standards. She was all right. Good body. Oh, Casey was lovely, though, says Pingu. And Emma agrees. Casey Rowland was lovely. Yes. And I agree. Casey was absolutely fabulous. Casey was our waitress for dinner, by the way. And then she joined us in the live stream that we did from the Airbnb. Oh, wow. Haven't heard the word detritus in a while. Oh, it's a good word, detritus. I'm not reading that out. Oh, Shelley, thank you. NHS website says when you've got a broken rib, hold a cushion on your chest to cough and don't have a heart attack, adds Stu. Mustard says the NHS says hold a loaf of bread against your chest when you cough. Right, hang on. Oh, we've got a voice massage, darlings. Oh, quite a long one. Well, let's have another intermission then while we listen to this, shall we?
Hello, Mr. Boaty. This is Shania from the chat.
Oh.
I'm just calling to say that I've never quite been so jealous of a loaf of bread before. But also, you're a wanker. Mwah.
Okay, well, we've all heard the voice. I've seen the picture, and I would like to thank the next Mrs. Boaty for taking the trouble to leave a lovely voice note. Oh, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Oh, for God's sake, don't laugh. Oh, dear me. If that's one of you blokes using a fake profile and using an AI voice to wind me up, then we're going to fall out. I'll tell you that. I'll be playing that one again afterwards. Right, I genuinely do need to bring you up to date on all of the news, don't I? And I must make the effort to do that before I start getting all drunk and eating Momo. Oh, Momo. Oh, it's a bloody good life when you've got really good friends, a beautiful cottage, a nice motorhome that one day I might be able to get into again. A tent. Seriously, I am going back to what we were talking about last night. I am so excited about the possibilities. That's one of the reasons I've been feeling so positive today. I've been mentally planning things, running through ideas, and Scotland has figured quite a lot. I'll tell you the news, then we can get on to talking about all of that. And we can talk about, excuse me. And then we can talk about all the exciting plans going forward over all of the lives to come, because there are so many possibilities. I've got so much stuff running around my head. So whiz through the comments, I'll bring you up to speed. Thankfully, the wine bottles didn't hit you. Well, they didn't survive, did they? They just smashed immediately on impact. I was lucky not to be cut by any of the flying glass, though. So that was that was a stroke of good fortune. Food news from Rick B. Helping me get through decorating the house tonight. So tea has been a packet of cheddars, a cornetto, and a slice of leftover Connie the Caterpillar cake. Well, fabulous. Can't argue with that. I didn't know Boaty was a left hooker, says Mystic Hair. Yeah, I'll tell you the old story again. I am left-handed, although I am weird, because I say I'm left-handed because I write left-handed, but I'm a strange mix. Well, I mean, I'm strange generally, but I've got dexterity in my left hand, but I have strength in my right hand. So that's a bit weird. So I do different things with different hands, and make your own jokes there by all means. But I write left-handed. I play pool and snooker left-handed. However, I box right-handed, orthodox. I play tennis right-handed. I bat right-handed. Table tennis is a very weird one. With table tennis, I serve left-handed and then swap over and play the rest of the point right-handed. Javelin, right-handed. What else? I'm trying to think now. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, I consider myself to be a lefty because I write left-handed, but I am a bit of a weird mix. Good job you weren't filming the drive home. I wish I had been filming the drive home. If I'd filmed that impact, my Shawnee sent me somebody who did have an impact like that filmed, and it got 14.9 million views so far. I would have quite liked 14.9 million views. So I wish that had been one of the nights where I was filming a daily diary on the way home. It's actually quite impressive the phone survived, says Alan. I didn't have any of my filming phones out. Now, my filming phones are not terribly well protected, if I could find one. Well, I mean, this phone, the community phone, that's an iPhone 16 Pro. And we use it as the community phone, but it's also my primary filming phone. And as you can see, that's not very well protected. So had that been in the car, it might not have survived so well. The live stream phone that I also use for filming that you can't see because I'm recording on it at the moment, that's got no protection whatsoever, no case, nothing. The only phone I had with me was my phone, and as you can see, that's got a pretty substantial fine leather case. So yeah, that one did survive. Oh, yes, Boaty. Well, impressive live streaming. You're a legend, Boaty. Oh, bless you, Shelley. What's Momo, say Shania? Oh, somebody tell her. Somebody tell her. And students, Momo is a Himalayan delicacy. It most certainly is. Boaty would make an excellent war correspondent, says Andrew. It's not an awful meal. It's the most amazing thing you'll ever put into your mouth. Right, Shania and anybody else who's new. When I'm not taking time off work being broken because an idiot hopped up on drugs and booze tried to kill me, then I run a Nepalese fine dining restaurant. And Momo are the national food of Nepal, and they are amazing. And I will be, oh, what are they? They are steamed handmade dumplings made with spices unique to the Himalayan region of Nepal, served with a tomato, green chili, and sesame chutney. And they're just amazing. And I've got them for supper. I always have a stock. And, you know, friends, channel members, anybody who comes into contact with me, I share my Momo with them. Quite a long list of you have tasted my Momo, haven't you? Oh, I'm going to, right. Oh, there's a million comments. I'm going to ignore them all. Right. I apologize for ignoring all of your comments. Well, yes. Yeah, I'm reasonably good with both hands. Yeah. Before you update us on signing up at £100,000 motorhome, Nettie will get you more friends and comments on your travels than a newer one. You're in no rush. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Sod the comments now. I'm going to turn sideways, and you all know what that means. We've got 10 minutes left before I'm going to start off, and I'm determined to bring you up to speed on the news because I've had a productive morning and afternoon trying to get life admin, accident admin sorted. So I will bring you up to speed, darlings. And that means I need to apologise if I miss any comments from here on in. But I've been a good boy. I've kept up with most of them. Okay, where to start? Right, okay, let's start with, what did I tell you yesterday? Right, as you know, I, out of the blue and completely unexpectedly, I got a plea and sentencing update through the witness care unit, or whatever the hell it's called, witness support unit. I was expecting there to be a trial at Crown Court. I was expecting to be the principal witness. I had planned my future medical care to be done in liaison with the police and to sign effectively a thing of doings. What's it called? Oh, I've forgotten. But to give the police access to my medical record so that they could become evidential in a prosecution for the serious charge of causing serious injury by dangerous driving, etc., etc. And we were expecting a 4 to 6 year custodial sentence. I was expecting to be I was told that I was going to be the principal witness, that I would testify, and that before sentencing, I would give a victim impact statement, and that I'd get some bloody compensation. Let's not forget that the lovely Tim, the policeman, said, you'll get a substantial amount of compensation through the court. So imagine my surprise late on Monday afternoon when I get an email with an attachment of the plea and sentencing report. Imagine my surprise to find out that he'd been rushed into a hearing on Monday. There'd been a plea bargain, and he pleaded guilty to 3 considerably lower charges, had been sentenced, and it was all over. So today, I contacted them, and they then contacted me. The lady in charge contacted me and confirmed that that was what happened, that unexpectedly he'd been rushed into a court hearing. The accident was Friday night. Monday, he's in court. He pled guilty, as I told you before, to 3 counts: driving while disqualified, driving dangerously, and driving without third-party insurance. And for those, he received a 2-year driving ban, which isn't going to bother him because he's happy to drive while disqualified anyway. He was ordered to pay court costs of £187, which is neither here nor there. And he was given a 52-week custodial sentence. How much of that he will actually serve, God only knows. There was no mention of serious injury. There was no mention of victims or victim impact. And there was certainly no bloody compensation or even mention of it. So all of this was confirmed to me by the nice lady. She said all of the right things. She agreed that that it was surprising. She agreed that given that on Saturday the police were out here sitting in this chair, kind of begging and bloody almost bribing me to aid the prosecution for the more serious charge, and so on and so on and so on, and promising me this, that, and the other. So she agreed it was horrendously poor treatment of, somebody who's having his life altered by this. She agreed that the sentence was too light. She agreed that I should have been consulted. She agreed that that there should have been more serious charges, but read between the lines. It's pretty obvious what happened. The police are under pressure to get results, to get their league table ratio looking as good as possible. They've just done a quick plea bargain. They've said, but it was also made clear that this wasn't a police decision, and of course it never is. It's a CPS decision, Crown Prosecution Service. And for whatever reasons, it would have been a plea bargain. For whatever reasons, they decided to go down that route. There's nothing that I can do about it. They offered me support to deal with the thought of it. They offered to get somebody from the CPS to explain the reasoning behind it. And I just kind of said, don't bother. It is what it is. It's done. It sends a message. It sends a message that a quick conclusion is more important than true justice. And, let's face it. If it was, as it should have been, a criminal trial for causing serious injury, I would have been compensated by the court financially for the physical trauma, the mental trauma, the expenses, the damages. Doing it this way, I get nothing. Fuck all. Zip. Nothing. So it's effectively just saying that we want a closed case, job done, forget about it, move on to the next one. And we don't, whatever we say, we don't really give a shit about the victims. That's the truth of it. But, that's okay. That's okay. If that's how it is, that's how it is. I can't do anything about it. It's beyond my control. So I immediately put it in the, okay, fuck it then, box. And we'll just forget about that. Okay, moving on to other stuff. I've been onto my insurance company. I got a letter today from, and this is a bit harsh as well. This is a bit harsh. This letter arrived today. Ouch. This is from, letter sent on behalf of Derbyshire Constabulary. Reverend Jason Parry Hughes, and my address. And it's from Richmond Motor Services Limited. And 2 pages, front and back. And you know what it says? Again, this is a bit, right, apparently this is a pro forma that's sent for people who've had their cars towed for inappropriate parking. And if you're a victim of a serious crime and your car is taken away, whether you like it or not, for evidence or for whatever, you get the same letter. But if you're in my position, this comes across as a bit harsh. Now, I'll summarize this for you. What this letter basically says is, dear person, the above vehicle, blah, 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 blah. And what it basically says is, look, we've got your vehicle in our yard. You've got X amount of days to collect it from the date of this letter. And if you haven't collected it by then, we're going to start charging you £100 a day. And, and it goes on to make absolutely clear that we will pursue you for all these costs in court. So don't think that you can fuck it. And I thought, that is so inappropriate. That is so inappropriate. What an incredibly inappropriate letter. Okay, if you've had your car impounded because you've parked it illegally, fine. That's absolutely fine. If you've been the victim in a serious accident that could have taken your life, and a car that you love has been smashed beyond recognition and taken away, whether you like it or not, without even a chance to take your bits and pieces out of it, then this letter threatening you with incredible costs and court action against you, that is massively fucking inappropriate. So there you go. There's ouch. There's a bit of a rant. I mean, it didn't, I read it and I thought, okay, it's a letter that has to cover multiple possible circumstances. But nonetheless, it would be a little kinder if they drafted a slightly nicer version for people in a circumstance like mine. But again, you know, the world is not a kind place, is it? Oh, my microphone's about to die. What time is it? Oh, okay, we need to wrap this up, don't we? So I'll cut it all short now. Got onto the insurance company because I need to arrange collection of this car. Oh God, it took hours. As far as I'm concerned, there is no insurance to claim from. There's no third-party insurance to claim from. He's been sent to prison partly because he pled guilty to having no third-party insurance. So there's no insurance, right? However, the police told me the car was insured. The insurance company, when I spoke to them today, said, you know, I said, we're dealing with an uninsured car, blah, blah, blah. And they said, well, hang on, the car's insured. And I said, well, are you sure? Because it's been, so they double checked it and then somebody else checked it and so on and so on. So I will cut this short. The car had a valid insurance policy on it. And the insurance company are carrying on the assumption that there is a valid insurance that they can claim off. I'm not convinced. But apparently, there is a possibility that the car's insured, but his insurance is invalidated because he was driving while disqualified. But again, to me, that just means that he's got no insurance, it's invalid, you can't make a claim. The insurance company seems to think, and I suppose they should know what they're doing, they seem to think that that if he's driving the car with, if he hasn't stolen the car, if it's his missus's car or his parents' car or, you know, their insurance or whatever, then the car is insured and they can claim off that. So that's where we get to when I was talking about the new car. So we've got two possibilities going forward. The one is that there is no insurance. Now, if that is the case, then the claim will go through, but on my insurance, not on a third-party insurance. And that means that I will lose 12 years of no claims bonus. I will have to pay the excess, which is 650 quid, and then I will get what's left, which won't be much. And there will be no compensation. So if that, in that scenario, the car will not be replaced. The other scenario, which the insurance company are going with, is that there is insurance, a claim can be made, and if that is so, then we can recover the value of the vehicle. I won't have to pay either the compulsory or voluntary excess, and there will be a compensation claim which is being handled separately by a firm of solicitors, which I've also dealt with and put in place today. So which way that's going to go, I honestly don't know. If it goes one way, then the car will be replaced. If it goes the other way, it can't be. So that's just going to have to remain to be seen. Right, what else did I need to talk about? Okay, going forward, the restaurant, YouTube, all of that. In the cold light of day, I am still largely in the same mindset that I was last night. If you don't know what we talked about last night, it's now too late to tell you, but you can go back and watch last night's live stream and all will be explained. I've still got the same mindset with one slight nuance, one slight change. My intention is to leave the restaurant in the form that I am now, and to go to YouTube, travel, motorhome, camping, travel, motorhome, camping, travel, adventure, all of that kind of thing, and to have a proper go at the YouTube channel. Everything we talked about last night. The only nuance to that is I thought I would struggle on many levels to cut ties with the restaurant entirely. So I thought, okay, what about this? I'll work. We have weekend staff Friday and Saturday for the 2 busy nights in Ripley. In the other restaurant, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 3 busy nights. I'll do weekends. So that way, I've still got the tie-in with the restaurant. I've still got the tie-in with my family, the people that, my adopted family, my Nepali family, the people I love and that love me to some degree and on some level. I'll still have access to Momo and staff curry and all of the good things. And I think that would work. I think that's probably a way to go forward. And it would still provide a small income stream so that I wouldn't be, it would make the transition a bit easier. So that's my current plan or idea. Just do Friday and Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that leaves 4 days or 5 days free for me to travel, to do YouTube, to make videos, to spend time in the motorhome, to spend time camping, doing whatever. That's loads of time for adventures, loads of time. I mean, in 5 days, I can do Scotland in 5 days, no problem. I can do Wales, I can do anything. And I'd still have that familial tie. I'd still have a guaranteed bit of income trickling in. And I'd still have, I've been at the restaurant 10 years now, and we're a family unit. We don't work as a business, we work as a family. Emotionally, I would struggle to just completely step away from that. But I thought that's the perfect compromise. Just become part of the weekend crew. That gives me the chance to properly travel, properly do the motorhome thing, properly do everything that I want to do, but still with that little bit of a safety net. The safety net of that little bit of income, that little bit of security. And if it goes tits up, I can just go back to being full-time again. So that was it. Bloody hell, 114 people watching. Blimey. Okay, right. And on that note, darlings, I think that's everything I needed to tell you. I will whiz through the comments. Very quickly, and then it will be time to say goodnight, but only until tomorrow. And if you would like, darlings, we can do another longer and earlier one tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday Night Live. Normally 11 till midnight. If you would like, let's do 10 p.m. until midnight again. So a little bit earlier for those of you who have to get up and go to work. And a little bit longer for those of you who find this an enjoyment rather than a curse. And of course, going forward, if I'm not back at the restaurant, then longer live streams are going to become a permanent thing, apart from on Fridays and Saturdays. We can do a 2-hour live stream every night when I'm parked up in the motorhome out in the wild somewhere, or up in Scotland somewhere, or why not somewhere in Europe. 5 days, I can do Europe. I can do Ireland. I can do 5 days is a good chunk of time. You look at what I've been able to do just with 1 day a week free. Imagine what I can do with 5 days. I can get to do all sorts of shit. Oh, possibilities are endless. The world is my lobster. But then I'm also quite peckish. So in a more realistic sense, ouch, Momo are also my lobster. So right, let's whiz through some comments. I can cook, Shania. I am an excellent cook. I'm an excellent cook. Oh, fun stuff. Oh, Jacqueline, hello, my lovely. I'm here to say good night. Hope you all had a good time tonight. Well, I did. Hopefully they did. Hopefully you've had a decent night too. Right, let's whiz through these. Hopefully catch the next one. I hope so, fun stuff. I hope so. Oh, hello. Oh, a last minute live stream, darlings. Just when you thought it was safe to open the community phone. 2 seconds. This is just going to be abuse.
The world is my lobster.
Yeah. A really poor impersonation of me. Dear old mustard. Black lines, that's horrendous. And yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Diddly-doo. 10 minutes before you go, talk about the tease. I know. Don't forget, darlings, that these live streams are not the be all and end all. There are other videos on the channel that you could watch, but there is the Facebook group where we can be in contact with each other 24/7. There's the Facebook page. Same thing applies. There's the YouTube community area now where you can talk to me as well as me talking to you. But the Facebook group is great. Get your ass in there if you're not all in there already. And we've also got WhatsApp chats and Messenger chats. Honestly, none of you in the community ever need to be disconnected from the community unless you choose to be. And you never need to be disconnected from me either, because we're all here all day long and we can dip in and out of the community chats, the Facebook group. It's all there. I mean, the live streams are fabulous. That's the real focus of the inner scrotum and you wonderful bugs. But there is life outside of the live stream. Just saying. Let's whiz through this. I agree, Finley. I totally agree with that, to be fair. Yes, I agree with that as well, Mustard. Cut it short. I've been going for 2.25 hours. Bloody hell. This is an absolute joke, says Alan. Some cockwomble crashes into you, almost kills you, gets a slap on the wrist, and you're left through no fault of your own to pick up the pieces. Yeah. Go figure. There you are. No point being upset. It's just the way things are. Wouldn't it be a no-fault accident regardless, so no excess, says Mark? No. I would lose both of the excesses, the mandatory and the voluntary. This is insane, says Shania. I'm also into motorhome and camping, etc. I own a 32-foot American RV called Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany. That brings back memories. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. and she's not been put out on a travel in a long minute. Ah, well, I'm fairly new to motorhoming, Shania, but my God, I'm loving it. Uh, and I'm even newer to the camping thing. And this Monday, as in yesterday, was supposed to be my first big camping trip. And for obvious reasons, it didn't happen. But just outside my cottage there is a car called Officer Crabtree, who is loaded with all brand new exotic camping gear. And yesterday I should have been in my beautiful new equipment on a mountain in Wales. But there you go. Life gets in the way, doesn't it? This is the best drunk live stream I've ever seen you do, says Mustard. Oh, thank you. Praise indeed. Take Tiffany to Boaty's. Oh, it is an HGV, yeah. Oh, you got to love an RV. Skick says YouTube figures have got better. Well, they have since Netty, and yeah, especially the live views. Yeah, they really have. And you did that while being self-sufficient, which I know is important to you. Bless you, Skick. Yeah, that's true. Shania has a motorhome, Boaty, an RV. That's ramped up a level. You've got your camper van, you've got your motorhome, and then you've got your RV. That's a different level. Tiffany is on a different level to Nettie. So Nettie would be punching above her weight if Nettie got involved with Tiffany. I only bought Tiffany, says Shania, because I have short girl syndrome, 5'0". So I feel big and important on the road driving her. Oh, well, that's obviously why I've got a smaller motorhome, because I'm 6'5". And oh, Jonathan Fletcher, good man. Boaty, there's a couple of jobs going hosting MasterChef. Yeah, that happened today, didn't it? John Terode as well as Greg Wallace. Oh, my God. Oh, come on. Would I not be the perfect MasterChef host? Seriously? I'm a restaurateur. I know what I'm doing with fine dining. I'm a cook. I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. I totally know what I'm doing front of house. I'm the yeah. Where do I apply? Oh, off grid is amazing, Shania. I started off on sites because I was at circumstances and I was advised to and whatnot. But then when I went off grid, oh my God, that is just the best ever. I so love being off grid. Oh, there was other stuff I was going to talk to you about, but talking about off grid and dependent on the other things happening. But yeah, plans for Wales and Scotland, potential plans if the stars align. And they're really exciting, but they're going to be for tomorrow now because God knows it's 20 past midnight. 2 hours and 20 minutes we've been going. Oh, Andrew, we understand, mate. We understand. Oh, do I like dogs? Really? I prefer dogs to people. This is the only time in my life that I've been without a dog. I feel empty without a dog in my life. And yeah, give me a choice between dogs and people. Dogs every time. I'll email the BBC tomorrow, says Steve. Good, thank you. You're like Keith Floyd Mark II, says Alan. And there's no, for me, Keith Floyd was the initial inspiration that got me into food, that got me into cooking, that got me into hospitality, that got me into everything. The joy of food, the joy of serving food, the joy of eating food, the joy of cooking food, and the joy of wine, and the joy of, well, everything that Keith Floyd loved. He inculcated that love in me. That was backed up by Jennifer Patterson, and they are the two main influences in the fact that culinary issues kind of took a front and central role in my life. Yes, I really am that tall. I really am 6'5". Oh dear. Right, okay. I've made it through to the end of the comments, admittedly by ignoring possibly quite a few of them. Align with me, babe. Well, you know where I am. I'm not difficult to find. Oh, and that voice. What? I should cocoa. Right then, darlings. It's very important now that I should get off and create some Momo joy here at Windy Bottom, finish the rest of the nasty wine, and then get my old ass to bed, I suppose, and look forward to a tremendous day tomorrow. I need to thank all of you for your company tonight. It makes all the difference in the world. You know how much I value the community, how much you guys value each other. I just think this is a wonderful thing that we've got going. You lot are the most important things in my life, and I'm so grateful to be part of it. You all know that, don't you? Thank you to everybody who, during this, frankly, pissing awful time for me, have done nice things. Thank you for the super chat I got sent tonight. Thank you for the PayPal doings. Another massive thank you to Pingu for sending food to keep me alive when I can't get out and actually do any bloody shopping because I'm broken. And thank you to each and every one of you for giving your time, giving your kindness, giving your company, and just giving a shit about the rest of the community, and just generally making this the fantastic little oasis in the day that it is for me, and I know many of you. So yeah, on that note, all that's left to do is to wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night. And I wish you all a good day tomorrow. May it bring joy. May tomorrow bring pleasure. May tomorrow, at the very least, be manageable, because that's the least that we all deserve, isn't it? And thank you all again. A candle will be relit tomorrow. Let's do it at 10 o'clock tomorrow. I'm not at work. I'm all fucked up. So let's do it at 10 o'clock and let's have another double time one tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that. So a candle will be relit at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, Wednesday Night Live. Please, please, please join me for that if you can. In the meantime, remember, there's the Facebook group, the Facebook page, there's messenger chats. If you don't want to be alone, you never ever need to be. I will be around, the rest of the community will be around, and otherwise, I can't wait to see you tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, Wednesday Night Live. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. Take really good care of yourselves. See you tomorrow. So on that note, pachoo! And indeed, you know what's coming, but I'm going to make you wait for it. Here we go. Bosh.